This is Ryan with GameRoomSolutions.com, and today I'm going to show you how to put on the adhesive vinyl graphics to your arcade machine. Now again, we sell these barcade kits. They're kind of like Ikea furniture, how they go together with the full cam lock system. They come with the Photoshop files for free. I have another video, which I'll put a link in the description, on how to lay out graphics similar to this. When these come, you're going to have your right side and your left side, right? And you can see it's a little bigger than the cabinet like it's supposed to be on those. Your control panel, your marquee, and your button panel, those will all come on the one sheet. So the first thing we're going to have to do is cut that out. This does have a protective coating on it right now, and it's the adhesive vinyl. You can also upgrade the control panel to laminate if you want to. In that case, you wouldn't use the plexiglass because the laminate would be good enough. The plexiglass does come with the kit. And then also on the marquee, you can upgrade it to a trans light. So if you want to put a light in the kit so it shines through, you'd want to upgrade that to the trans light. If you're not, then this will be good how it is. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut out these three pieces just using scissors, and just cut it as clean as I can around the edges to get these three apart. All right, so to do this, you can see here that there's three layers. There's the sticky underside there of the adhesive on the vinyl. So this is essentially just like a sticker on the back. And then the top is the protective piece. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the protective piece on and just do the back. So what you're going to want to do is just slowly kind of work the corner. And you're just going to peel off some of the bottom, wherever you're doing the bottom. And make sure that obviously your buttons and everything are lined up with the artwork how you want it. So make sure that that's cleaned off. And you're just going to want to line, so you can see how I folded that under. In fact, I'll probably just go ahead and fold it, because we're not going to need that. So I'll try and do it where the camera can see. Alright. And I would leave this lip up so it's easier to get to later. So what I'm going to do is just line this up as, perfect essentially. You can see there's that, and then I'm going to go ahead and peel this protective layer off. So you can see that. So there's that. Then I do have just a couple little bubbles, so I'll just kind of push those out. And again, some of that's just where the hole is underneath. So again, this is the non-laminate version. So the plexiglass, I'm going to clean the plexiglass up really well, because essentially I'm going to need to overlay the Plex so you can see how that fits. There we go. You can see my coin and start, everything works out because the template was right. So there's not any drill holes to hold the Plex on, because when the buttons go through, that'll do it. So the next thing I'm going to do is just take like a knife, and I'm going to just make sure that your holes are lined up. And you can take the Plex off for this, but essentially I'm going to come here. Actually, that Plex helps me as a guide to know where the holes are. But all you do here is you just come and just exit. Just kind of go slow, but you'll go through and you'll X all of these. And then once you do that, I'll grab a button here to show you. So you'll take your button. Once all those are X'd out, you'll take your button, put the Plex on, make sure the Plex is real clean, and the button, see that? It'll just push right down through there. And then you'll screw the nut on the back side, and just tighten that up. So I would do a couple of those just to hold the Plex on, and then you can go and finish all your buttons. So I'm going to go ahead, clean up this Plex, clean up the artwork a little bit, and get my buttons in. As you can see here, I went ahead and got all of the joysticks and buttons put in. I went ahead and put the two cam screws back in that's going to go into the button panel. our kits come with all the hardware to mount the joystick, so the hardware is included. Everything's included if you get the button kit with it. So you can see here I have everything angled where it's going to be easy for me to snap my micro switches in. The one reason why I wanted to go ahead, oh, and I put the standard LED buttons in here. I think they look better. Sometimes I like the ones with the chrome trim depending on the design that I'm doing. And then also some people just like the standard arcade buttons as well. So you have your choice of any of those three whenever you get it. But the reason why I went ahead and put these cam locks in, just so you can make sure and orientate the button panel, because that's the next piece that you need to do. So you can see the two holes at the top, so that's going to go in there like that. So that way we need to make sure and lay our graphics over this way. You don't want to accidentally put them on upside down, and then you'll have a problem. So that's how I did that. So we'll go ahead and get this put on as well. Okay, so again, got the top there, got this down. I made sure and got everything kind of started here from the sticker side to the protective coating. So I'm going to peel back some of this, fold it down, and then just try to line it up as perfect as possible here. And then I'm just going to peel this off and just kind of hold down the artwork. Peel it off right there. And again, anything right in the corner will be just fine. There's a couple little bubbles at the top. Got those out. So again, I'm going to come in and cut my axis here for these 4 buttons that are lined up perfectly. And I'll put the buttons in as well. Okay, so you can see there I put my buttons in, and I like to color code them so it's easy to see, especially if you have everything turned off. So I usually do my exits red, my green play, and some other colors here. Usually if I'm doing like hyperspin, I'm doing a pause button in here, then I'll usually do that as the yellow. So real quick, and I'm not going to go through the assembly of this, but just to show you again, you'll want to come in here, and it really is this easy. Is you got your cam locks are going to go into your holes, so I'll go ahead and just put this on. It's easier to do it without the cams in. Like that. I'll turn this where you can see it. And then I just pop the cams in like that. And like that. And then again, this whole kit you can put together with just a Phillips screwdriver. Tighten that in. Tighten that one in. And there you go. So now, again, there's a setup video for this, but the next step, I would definitely go ahead, before you get this thing in the unit, I would go in and make sure and put all of your micro switches in, hook everything up, go ahead and hook it up to a computer, and again in the instruction video I'll show you how to do this, but hook it in the computer and make sure everything's working, because once you put it together, there's room to work under here, but it's just a real pain. So it's best just to know that the thing is working completely and all your wiring and everything's done while it's like this, and then you can put it in the arcade and be good with it. So there's that part. I'm going to go and get the arcade put together so we can do the sides and the marquee.